Good morning and welcome to my second video. I'm super excited. I also am pretty much right on target for my water intake. This is new. I'm starting that this week just to really push things along. But yes, today I'm just going to be talking about my goals that I have set out for myself, as well as what I've been noticing already in my body. I've been doing this for almost a month. I chose Friday mornings as my weigh-in. I'm down 2 pounds this week, bringing my total to 10, which means we only have 90 to go. And I beat myself up about that for a while. And then I realized that like 10 pounds is awesome. Like if we stop focusing on how far we have to go and focus on how far we come, it'll really help change your perspective. So I messaged my friend and I was like, I lost 2 pounds. I'm only down 10. Oh my God, I have like 90 to go. She was like, girl, we have 90 to go and we're gonna do it. Like it just is what it is. We're gonna do it. One big thing I've worked on this week is portion control. We ordered out on Friday, but we didn't get anything crazy. I just got like chicken and rice and asparagus, and I like portioned out. Like I took half of the chicken, I took half the rice out because they put a lot of rice in, and I ate all the asparagus. And it's just little things like that, really portioning out what you're eating. Then when I'm ordering my cheat meals, I'm keeping it very conscious of what I'm eating, and like I said, portioning, because it's really hard to have to work off any extra weight that you've gained. It's hard to work off the normal amount that you have to do, never mind when something's added to it. I do believe in that. I still haven't had pizza since the end of June. Guys, I'm not dying. I feel good. I can't explain this enough. My body feels good. I feel a little more energized. I don't feel as slow. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel so like heavy. And I've done no pizza or pasta. That was the biggest thing I gave up, was bread and pasta. My mom has done this in the past. She gave up bread and pasta and she lost 150 pounds. So I am excited. I figured, hey, if we have the same genetics, we might as well do this the same, right? Portion control, no bread or pasta. Last weekend, my husband and I went out to dinner, and because he got a new job, so we wanted to celebrate. So I had gotten this like wrap with broccoli on the side, and I was like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And then they bring out the dinner rolls. Honeys, I'm Portuguese. Do you know what it is like to put bread in front of my face? Like, that is not setting myself up for success. Anyway, bring the bread out. I was like, I'm just gonna have one. Can you just make sure to just put 3 on the table? So I have one, my husband has one, and my child has one. We just each need one, no more than one. So I ate the piece of bread. Do you know that I actually felt sick the following morning? It literally hurt. My stomach was killing me. And then I was like, it dawned on me, like my body isn't used to bread like that anymore. It's just not. Like the only bread-like items that I have are these Fiber One wraps, which are 70 calories. And that's the only bread I have. And Trader Joe's does make this like low carb tortilla. I did 2 of those last night, just to go along with dinner. So that way I wasn't feeling like I was missing it so much. But that's it. Anyway, and I've talked a little bit about the substitutions I've made, like zucchini noodles, and stuff like that. But I would say that's my biggest takeaway from doing this, is not only am I 10 pounds lighter, I also don't feel like crap every day. I eat plenty of vegetables and I switch it up. Like this morning I made buffalo cauliflower along with my chicken breast to give me something that, like, you know, like something I've been wanting for a while is like buffalo chicken dip. And I'm like, am I really craving the buffalo and chicken and cream cheese and all that, or am I just craving that buffalo flavor? So we're gonna try it. I made buffalo cauliflower in my air fryer. Highly recommend. If you need air fryer recipes, please come find me. I have a plethora. We use our air fryer 5 to 7 days a week. I'm not even joking. It is a staple in my house. And we have the one that doubles as an instant pot. So it came with that like instant pot lid. You can do everything in it. It's the Ninja. My husband and I are obsessed with Ninja products. So that being said, my goals this week, or my goals overall, I should say. No, my goals this week. Let's start there. My goals this week are to drink one of these every day. Water is very difficult for me. I don't like to drink a lot. I am a coffee drinker, so I'll usually do coffee and water throughout the day, but I don't drink a lot. Like, my coffee will last me all morning. That's embarrassing to say, I'm telling the world, but like, my coffee will last me all morning, and then I'll have like a bottle of water in the afternoon, and like half of one with dinner and the other half before I go to bed. That's bad. So Hydration Nation, that's what we're working on this week. My friend and I have also increased the length of time, the duration of which we've walked. So we started off at 1 mile, or 1.25 miles, I'm sorry, and now we're at 2. Plus we hula hoop 15 to 30 minutes a night, depending. And that is just, I know that's not a lot. I know 2 miles isn't a lot. Most people start with like 3 to 4. But it is a lot for me because of my back injury, which I have to say, like, hasn't been bothering me now that I've been walking and getting in the rhythm of exercising. Most people don't exercise 7 days a week. I try to incorporate some sort of exercise because I have a desk job. When I was working at CarMax, I didn't have to do that because I was running around all day long most of the time. So I didn't feel, when I was on the sales side of things, I didn't feel like I had that desk job. Like, I was running around all the time. So 3 to 4 times or 3 to 5 times a week was fine for me. But it's not for my current job. So I try to do Apple Fitness Plus. So next thing I want to go over is my goals, which I had to write down on this envelope because I had it on my notebook and I left my notebook at work. So goals. My friend and I have decided that every 10 pounds we would treat ourselves to something that we want. And again, this goes back from me to my portion control. Portion control for me is really important for all the reasons that I mentioned. Like, it's hard to work off that extra, but we also want to acknowledge the fact that, like, we're coming from, where we're coming from. So, 10 pounds, we've decided on this specific hibachi in Warwick, Rhode Island that she and I love the noodles from. Oh my God, we've been like dreaming about them for like 3 months. After 20 pounds, we decided on Marchetti's. If you're from Rhode Island and you've been to Marchetti's, those portions are out of control. A normal person would like get a meal and you're eating for like 2 to 3 days. My goal, which I'm going to do, is order 1 meal to share and only eat like half of a meal, and fill up on water beforehand because I don't want to go crazy, and I'm going to be mindful when we're ordering. 30 pounds is the BJ's Pizookie. The monkey red one, guys, changed my life. It is, I don't have words. It is delicious. So we're going to split one of those. 40 pounds. We've decided on bottomless mimosas and brunch from this place we love to go in Providence. It's right on Federal Hill. It's called Federal Tap House and Kitchen. We had gone there one time for brunch and we were like, oh my God, obsessed. We had gone there for dinner. So like, that's kind of like our spot. So that's going to be that's going to be 40 pounds. 50 pounds, ice cream flight from a Acushnet Creamery. I've never been. She loves it. She's not a big ice cream person. I'm an ice cream barn person from Swansea, sorry. And I told her that I would go ahead and do the flight with her. 60 pounds, frisky fries. She likes them a lot and I want to support it. So we'll be taking that. 70, Los Andes. That's my favorite restaurant of all time. So yeah, there's a lot of food related goals, but it's really just, like I said, to us, it's like a celebration, and it's not something to go overboard at all. It's just something to be like, hey girl, like you're doing this. And we'll just be mindful of the choices we're making. Corinne Crabtree actually does not recommend a cheat meal, but this is the only thing I'm gonna go against her. I'm gonna get back to her in 1 second though. Every 25 pounds I lose, I want to get a new workout item, whether it's clothing or shoes, something that when I put on, I'm gonna feel really good in, and be motivated to work out. 50 pounds, I'm doubling with that ice cream flight. Ice cream and coffee are my two like biggest things. Like I love ice cream, and I'm sorry, but Halo Top does not cut it. Nick's does not cut it. Like I want real ice cream. Like that is my favorite thing ever. Ice cream cake and cheesecake. Oh my God, they're my absolute favorite. So I'm doubling that one. 75 pounds. We've been talking about a tattoo. She's from Michigan. I love Michigan, obviously. We went there in June and I fell in love with it, the way of living, because my sister's from this like college town. She is from a little town 2 hours away from there called Rosebush. I am from Rhode Island, so we've been talking a lot about tattoos and incorporating a rose and an anchor, or some water, like something like that. But any ideas you guys have on that would be great, because we have a few, but we're always looking at stuff like that. But that's going to be our thing, is going to be a tattoo at 75 pounds. 100 pounds, I want to do a 5K race, and I want to do a boudoir shoot. Those are my big things. I want to be able to run. I hate running, but I want to try to fall in love with it. I don't know if I ever will, but I would like to certainly try. Back to Corinne Crabtree. Losing 100 Pounds is the name of her podcast. I listen to it religiously. I love it. I love what she does. She's the one who was able to get me to meal prep in less than 2 hours, and I made 3 or 4 different meals. I made 4 different meals in 2 hours. And it's just a lot of prepping. So when you come home from the market, as you're putting stuff away, you're prepping your vegetables, you're chopping them up, you're putting them in mason jars, put them in glass jars. I can't explain to you how well your produce will hold. It's insane. And avocados will not turn brown if you squeeze lemon juice onto them. So I bought some lemons, I bought some avocados because I love avocados. And I'm trying to incorporate them in with my morning. She is just incredible. She's done the work. She's not someone who's like, hey, I was like born skinny. Like she started over 250 pounds and she's lost over 100 because of these simple things, like making changes that will help in the long run, attainable ones, not something where you're going to be like, hey, this is great, but it's not going to work for me long term. The goal is long-term success. And she's teaching me about portion control and substituting big things. Just, it's crazy. A lot of meat, a lot of vegetables, common sense. Like it's very like common sense to lose weight. It's just hard because our emotions get in the way. And I think that that is just normal for everyone, especially, you know, if you're brought up to be an emotional eater. What you're gonna do, like when you're going through a bad time, you eat food, because when you think about it, like when there's been a hard day at work, your parents came home and they didn't really feel like cooking, right? I'm a parent, I don't feel like cooking on a bad day. So, you know, you normally just order food. Well, I don't feel like cooking and I had a really bad day. Order food, make a drink. A funeral, we'll always get together after. You eat some comfort food, drink a few drinks. And you know, a long day, like, oh, well, you know, we did this and this and this and this. Like, how many times have you gone grocery shopping? You've come home, put everything away, and you've been like, ugh, I just did all this work. I went grocery shopping. I did all these errands. I don't feel like cooking. Well, let's just order takeout. Forget the over $200 that you've spent in groceries. Let's just order takeout. Let's, you know, let's mess it up. So preparing is a huge thing that she taught me, and it really is making a difference. So yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say for today. But thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, my beautiful bitches.